Hi, Phil Williams here once again with Examiner.com. Today we're going to look at the wireless designer bamboo keyboard and mouse set from Impecca. Now this is a 100% natural bamboo keyboard. One thing to note, we're going to talk to Impecca and see, you probably won't be able to make it out in the video, but bamboo is spelled a little differently with an accent on the U. So we're going to see if that's a fun little variation that I'm not aware of in the spelling of bamboo, or if they have a bamboo-like product that they've coined as bamboo. So there you go. Now let's start with the packaging itself. The packaging is pretty nice, but there are some odd features, so let's get into it. You have the magnetic clasp that we're seeing on a lot of higher-end products these days, so that's nice. The box feels solid. Into it we go. It opens up, and here you go is the keyboard itself. Now the keyboard looks great, all wood or bamboo, and when you take the product out, that's great. The packaging itself, though, you do have this insert here. It's made out of a cheaper plastic. It's already warping a bit just from when I opened it, and there is a pretty odd glue smell coming from the packaging itself. So as I remove the product, it's not as apparent. It seems to dissipate, so that's good. But there you go. On that, we will put the packaging aside. We have a full color manual here, and it is rather thick, so we'll see how much new they can teach us about a standard QWERTY keyboard. Into the product itself, we'll start with the wireless mouse. Now the mouse and keyboard do run on AAA batteries, 2 apiece, and they are not included, so be aware of that. Now this is wood throughout, and there is a bit of a design on here. If you can see the circular kind of a wave pattern outwards, and it feels and looks great, and it seems to be real wood, and wood throughout. The bottom's wood as well. You got a couple of bump stops to help it glide. You have the optical laser there for tracking, and again, since this is wood, you're not going to have any plastic kind of pressure switches to get into the batteries, so there is just a little indent, and you got to use any object to just kind of pry it open. It's held in by 2 magnets, and you can see that's real full carved wood, and a couple little magnets on there. Inside we got storage for the 2 batteries, and this is pretty ingenious. You got a little nook here that holds the wireless USB dongle, and that does have a very small footprint, as you can see. Get a little contrast on my hand, and when not in use, traveling, fits right in there either way. So that is great, and we'll get that going. Now the keyboard itself, full size standard QWERTY keyboard, all the way across, number row on top, number pad on the side, and we do have a couple of dedicated buttons on the side here. Now a pretty odd choice, and I'll ask them if they want to tell me what their intention is behind that. We have a dedicated Internet Explorer button, if you can see that there. Now for, this is 2012, almost 2013, Google's Chrome browser has overtaken Internet Explorer in the market by a healthy margin, and Firefox from Mozilla is even on its way to overtake Internet Explorer. They're being a bit left behind. So it is odd that you do have a dedicated Internet Explorer icon on a button there, but perhaps that's just a universal browser icon in their eyes. Next here we have an envelope, which I assume will be email. We have a mute icon, and we have a calculator. And so here's the keyboard again. Now again, bamboo throughout. It feels and looks great. Nothing looks to be cheap. There doesn't seem to be any shortcuts made. All of the letters and words are etched in. These are not stickers or screen printing, so they're not going away too quick at all. And on the F and J keys, if you can see, instead of having raised feelers to find your way by touch typing, there are indents, but they do work just as well, and I can find my way on this keyboard. We have one indicator light at the top here as well. We'll flip it over real quick. We got a couple foam rubber bump stops to help us out, and then again, wood throughout. The risers are wood as well, and those will fold right back in if you don't need. Now I'll just get in and show you here as well. there's the battery bay, 2 AAAs, I believe the same, and you can see there's some wood inside as well. Now if you can just catch this little bit of black right here, it does seem that would be kind of the actual mechanism of the keyboard, and you know it is wrapped in bamboo. They're not going to make the circuit board and whatnot out of wood. So here's Impecca's Bluetooth, I'm sorry, not Bluetooth, wireless designer bamboo keyboard and mouse set. If you look down in the more info section, I'll have a link to a full review as well as the current price and where you can get it. I'm Phil Williams. Enjoy your gadgets.